Listen, bro, you have to understand that you are not your thoughts. And in this video, I'll explain to you exactly what I mean by this, and like a very important mindset shift that you have to make. And when I made this shift, it literally changed my life completely in a very short amount of time. And if you don't have this one thing right now, you're literally living at like 10 or 20% of your full potential, and your life is way worse than it could be if you don't understand what I'm going to explain to you in this video. So to give you some background here, like what you need to realize is like how most people operate and how you probably are operating right now. You're operating at like such a small percentage of your true potential because you basically just go around in your own life. And I used to do this myself for a long time myself, like for basically up until I was like 18, 19 years old. I would go around in my life, and whatever thoughts I had come up, whatever I felt in the moment, I would just act on. Everything that came up, if I had a thought about like I'm working right now and I want to pick up my phone and like watch YouTube videos or like Instagram reels, I would just do that. If I was like running my own business and trying to start something and I was like I want to change niches, I would just do it, right away. And everything I thought, every like emotion that came up in me, if I felt like annoyed or if I felt hungry or if I felt triggered, like all these things, I would just act on them right away. And you're probably doing the same thing right now, which is very normal. Like most people operate in this way. And most people don't realize like how like handicapped they are because of this, because like this is what the point I've gone to now where I've like understood this and I've changed this stuff and I'm like implementing what I'm gonna tell you about in this video. Like I could never go back. I can't even imagine living that type of life again because you're so like you're just addicted to like dopamine, and not only that, but you're also like you have no control, you have no self-control over yourself at all if that's how you're acting right now. Like stuff just pops up in your head and you just act on it, like you have no control over and like no actual, like you have no control over yourself, and that's a bad place to be in. And like there's nothing productive is gonna happen when you can't even control your own emotions and you can't even control your own thoughts. So basically what you have to realize, and like the way to actually solve this, and like what I did to fix this for myself, is like you need to just realize like the thoughts that you have, emotions, all those things, they will come up in your mind. You will have those things appear in your mind. That's natural. Like everyone has that, But you need to be able to detach yourself and understand that you are not those thoughts. You are not those emotions. For example, you will have thoughts come up. Okay, I should not start this business. I should give up on this. I feel like angry right now, so I should start screaming at this person. Or like you will feel like all these emotions will come up inside of you. All these thoughts will appear on your journey, but you need to develop the ability to detach yourself from that and not act on those things. And also understand that like just because you think something doesn't mean that actually that is true. I think stuff all the freaking time. I think about like the last couple of weeks I thought about like all kinds of stuff. I should move somewhere else, I should start a new business, I should do this, all these thoughts. And that's why most beginner entrepreneurs fail, and like what I used to fail in the past, because I couldn't control these things. So when I had a thought come up, I would just like act on it straight away. When I had an emotion come up, okay, I feel like I want to change this title on my landing page, I would just do it. Instead of making decisions that are actually based off of data and like analyzing my thoughts objectively. So how do you actually do this? Like how do you implement this? How do you make this change to like allow yourself to become more like logical and be able to become more, it's like act more rationally, How do we make that happen? It's first off is like realizing that right now, if you haven't actually started doing this practice I'm gonna tell you about in this video, you probably aren't aware of your own thoughts. You're probably just acting on stuff that comes up. And in that case, just understand that you're very like impaired right now. You need to change that. And any way to change that is just basically just like starting to do things that increases your awareness of your thoughts and kind of distances yourself. Instead of just being in your thoughts and thinking that you are your thoughts, you can remove yourself and kind of like look at them more objectively. So how do we do this? I think the best, simplest tool to start using is meditation. If you're not meditating right now, you're seriously like keeping yourself poor, to be honest. Like you're holding yourself back from a lot of success if you're not meditating. Because if there's like one habit, because I did all like the stuff, I did like the cold showers, I did all of these like the habits, all these multiple, like these self-development gurus and all those guys tell you to do. I did all that stuff. And I can tell you like the thing that actually stuck with me at least was meditation. Because you can be like journaling and you can do like cold showers and like work out in the morning and like all these supplements and all that shit, But the thing that really matters is that like you being able to observe and control your own mind. And the best way to do that, in my opinion, is through meditation. So that's what changed stuff for me. When I started meditating, I was able to like distance myself from my thoughts. I was able to feel an emotion, feel a thought, or like have a thought come up in my head, but not act upon it. I can feel, okay, shit, I want to like take out my phone right now and start scrolling or something, or I feel like I want to change my niche for my business model or whatever it is, you know. But I wouldn't do it because I was able to observe the thought, write it down, and instead of just acting upon it, I realized like that thing, that thought isn't me. It's just something that appears in my brain. It's something that appears in my head, but it's not actually what I should do, you know? Because that's what most people do wrong, because they think that like whatever appears in their head, they think that they should do it. They think that that's like the truth that they need to act on, but it's not. So by starting to meditate and also adding in this like writing down, so basically kind of like journaling as well. But I think the most important thing is just like meditation, because meditation basically what it is just you sitting down and observing whatever thoughts, whatever emotions that you have come up. So it's basically the practice of doing exactly what we're talking about in this video. Becoming aware of your thoughts, becoming aware of your emotions. And a lot of people think this is like woo-woo stuff, and you might think, oh shit, like meditation is for people who are like super spiritual and all that shit. It's not. That's the biggest BS. I used to believe that as well, because I know my parents were like, or my dad specifically, he was like very kind of anti against that stuff, and he didn't think it was actually, it was like this spiritual like woo-woo thing, you know. But like doing this shit like changed my life completely. Allow me to go from being super like anxious, just acting on thoughts and like not having any like real control over my life, to now being able to really like control my thoughts. And as a result of that, also make more money and have more success. And with that as well, and also like feel better and have more peace of mind, which is obviously the most important thing. Is just like having a quiet and peaceful mind that you can control, and instead of having a mind that controls you. So some next action steps for you right now to implement this is like start meditating every single day. 10, 20 minutes in the morning, just sit down, put on a timer, and just observe your thoughts for 10, 20 minutes. It's gonna be hard in the beginning, but if you can get that habit in, it's gonna help you a shit ton, I can promise you that. And then also start like just throughout your day, when you have thoughts come up, just like write them down and like be aware of them and write them down and see, okay, this is what's coming up for me right now. Is this true? Ask yourself like, the thoughts I'm having, are they actually true? That's like the biggest thing, is just like challenging yourself, you know? Instead of, okay, I thought this thing, so it's true. You write it down and then you analyze it. Okay, shit, like, is this thing actually true? Or is it just like my mind telling me something, you know, that I should actually listen to? So that's really like what I want to share with you in this video. I think this is a really powerful framework. This stuff that we talked about inside of my community as well, when it comes to just like growing as a person, developing and making more money and all that stuff. So if you want to get coaching from me and learn how to basically like improve your life and like be able to learn stuff like this and get into a better position financially and start making money online by recording videos like this and just like sharing your journey overall, you can click the top link in the description and join the community in there and get coaching from me, and join a community of other young guys on their own self-development journey and level up in life. So if you're interested in that, click the link, join me there, and I'll be able to help you out more closely. If not, no worries at all. I'm gonna keep posting the videos here as always, and I'll see you tomorrow in the next video. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Bye.